In this lesson, we'll be plotting and graphing in a coordinate plane. So we can represent relationships in math in many different ways. We have the verbal rule, which says the output is 2 times the input plus 1. We can write that as an equation, y is equal to 2x plus 1. We can then put solutions to this in a table by plugging in the x's. Those points then become ordered pairs, which then we can put on a graph. And so we'll be looking at all of those methods in this lesson. Example 1, how do I plot points on a coordinate plane? Label the following. Well, it's first asking us to label the quadrants. The quadrants start over here on the top right quadrant. That is quadrant 1. And we label these with Roman numerals. So the first one is quadrant 1. Then we go in a counterclockwise fashion. This is going to be 2. And then I've got quadrant number 3. And then here's quadrant number 4. All right, then it wants us to label the x and the y axis. All right, so my x-axis is the horizontal axis, the one that goes side to side. And then our y-axis is the one that runs straight up and down. So right here is our y-axis. It wants to the origin. All right, the origin is where we have 0, 0. It's where the axes meet or they intersect. So here's our origin. And then let's label that with the point 0, 0. All right, we have an ordered pair. Our ordered pair that we are looking at over here is 1, 3. So here's our ordered pair. And then our x quadrant, or our x coordinate and our y coordinate. So our x coordinate, it always goes x and then y. So this is our x coordinate. And then is our y coordinate. All right. And then the domain and the range. Well, our domain is all of our inputs or our x values, and our range is all of our outputs or our y values. So here's our domain, and this is our range. All right, so give the coordinates of the point and name the quadrant. All right, so let's start out. First of all, I want to remind us, probably something that you had heard last year. When we graph these coordinates, we need to remember to walk to the elevator and then go up and down. All right, so let's just kind of make sure that we've got that kind of highlighted there. So we need to walk to the elevator and then go up and down. So meaning we're going to go side to side and then we're going to go up or down. And it's also asking us to label the quadrants. So let's start and do that as well. Let's quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, and quadrant 4. All right, so now we're looking at point A. So starting there, we've got point A right here. So we're going to walk over 2, and then we're going down 3. So we have 2, negative 3. And that then is in quadrant 4. B, we're going negative 3, so we're walking to the negative 3 first. Remember, walking to that elevator, then we go up and down. So we're going negative 3, and then we're going up 2. So we have a negative 3, 2, and that is in quadrant number 2. Letter C, we're going negative 3, and then we're going negative 4. So negative 3, negative 4. That is quadrant number 3. And then we have letter D, which is going to go over 3, up 3. So it's 3, 3, and that is in quadrant number 1. All right, so now let's look at our plotting the points and then naming the quadrant. Again, let's just, for to remind ourselves, this is quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, and quadrant 4. All right, so now let's go ahead and take a look. We're walking over 1, down 3. So here's letter A. And this one is in quadrant number 4. We have -2, -2. That is going to be our B, and that is in quadrant number 3. We have -3, 0. So we're walking over to -3, but then we're not going up or down. Now notice, this is not in one of the quadrants. This is actually on the x-axis. So we need to, the location is the x-axis because it's on our x. And then we have 3 up 4. And then that's going to be in quadrant, oops, and then that we should probably label D. Oh, and this was C. This is in quadrant 1.